Haxtun Athletics, then Highway 6 Sports.com or the Podbean app. Thanks for tuning into this copyrighted Highway 6 Sports broadcast.
In the stands, fans are cheering loud. We're making history, making our town proud. Highway 6 Sports, we're live on the air, bringing highlights with passion to share. With the heartbeat of every game night, Highway 6 Sports, shining so
And welcome in here to NJC, the Holiday Tournament. I'm Bryce Bivens as we bring to you this matchup of the 2-1 Haxtun Fighting Bulldogs against the 1-1 Dayspring Christian Academy Eagles. And if you made your way up to Sterling for this one, you've drove through a very interesting situation with the wind. And let me tell you, it sounds like Dayspring Christian had a very interesting situation as well. A window flew out of their bus on their way here on the interstate, and it looks like that's Calvin Kuinga. Came up with a pretty big cut on his wrist or arm, and so he will be out for today's game because of, I guess, the malfunction. But I guess when there's 75-mile-an-hour wind, those buses are only made to withstand so much. Now, that is a little bit of the craziness that everyone had to go through on their way here, but let's get into this matchup here on Thursday, December 18th at 10:30. Haxtun and Dayspring, neither team has played a neutral site game. Haxtun averaging 55 points per game, while Dayspring right there at 50. Rebounds here per game. Haxtun's down compared to Dayspring Christian. Dayspring Christian had 40 rebounds per game, while the Bulldogs bring down just 31.7. We talked a little bit in the pregame about who's going to step up and get some extra rebounds for the Bulldogs. Assist-wise, Bulldogs are right there next to Dayspring Christian Academy with that is 12.7 and Dayspring at 16. And so at the individual or the team statistics, it looks like Dayspring Christian a little bit above the Bulldogs here. We'll see what happens on a head-to-head matchup. Chase Goddard leading points per game with 18.7. Eli Gilmore with 19. Chase Goddard leads in rebounds with 8 per game. Oliver Heenan with 10. Caden Koberstein leads in assists with 4. Micah Rutz with 6. Chase Goddard leads with steals, 3.3, while Eli Gilmore is stealing 4 per game. Chase Goddard with 1.3 blocks. Oliver Heenan with 1 total block. Folks, these teams have not played any common opponents. Haxtun Bulldogs lose to Highland on their last game. They did not have Madden Larson. Was that the difference? They were in that game for a while, then they kind of got away from them there in the fourth quarter. 3.5 minutes left on the pregame clock. We'll send it to our sponsors. We'll be right back here with the tip-off, actually with your starting lineup, sponsored by Kurtzers. Thanks for tuning in to the Wilson's Repair pregame show.
Hi, I'm Zoe Kurtzer, owner of Prince Perspective Media. Every moment has a story, and I'm here to help you remember yours. I offer photography for seniors, families, couples, and more. Natural, relaxed sessions that feel like you. Got an idea or a location you love? Just reach out. I'm always excited to bring new visions to life. Contact me to book your session today.
Go to Facebook, search Plains Perspective Media. Contact Zoe, the official Highway 6 Sports photographer, to get your pictures done right.
Looking to tackle that big project or simply spruce up your backyard? 5 Star Rentals has got you covered. From heavy-duty construction machines for contractors to handy lawn and garden tools for weekend warriors, renting has never been easier. We're a family-owned business located just 4 miles south of Haxtun on Highway 59, offering you friendly service and 970-854-2145. Remember, at 5 Star Rentals, service meets reliability.
Market declines, inflation, political turmoil. Today's headlines can be scary. Hi, I'm Mackenzie Bivens, Edward Jones Associate Financial Advisor, and Charlene Riemenschneider Financial Advisor. We'll work with you to help you understand the impact of short-term events and how to prepare for the long term. We provide the tools for a reasoned, disciplined approach to investing. Don't let the headlines derail your long-term financial plan. Call us today at 308-345-6730 to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey folks, this is Deanna with Haxtun Communications, your hometown phone and internet provider. Depending upon your location, we have fiber, DSL, and wireless internet for the rural areas. We service Haxtun, Fleming, Crook, and their surrounding areas. New customers and returning customers, mention you heard this ad and get up to 50% off your first year's internet service with us. Terms do apply, so call now, 970-774-7611 today. Go Bulldogs!
You're listening to Highway 6 Sports. Haxton's most trusted broadcast.
Welcome back here to NJC, wherever you may be listening. YouTube Live, the Podbean app, or Highway6Sports.com. I'm Bryce Bivens as we bring you this matchup here with the Haxtun Fight Bulldogs against Dayspring Christian. Let's get into this starting lineup. Starting for Dayspring, that's number 1, Gilmore. Number 3, Kreibel. Number 4, Kuninga. Number 5, Crust. And number 10, Rutz. And starting for the Haxtun Fightin' Bulldogs, junior, number 0, Madden Larson. Senior, number 1, Colin Cohn. Senior, number 3, Kanan Koberstein. Senior, number 5, Jackson Schran. And senior, number 10, Chase Goddard. That's your starting lineup tonight, sponsored by Kurtzer's of Haxtun. Would like to thank everybody for tuning in here. And like we mentioned, if you're listening on the Podbean app, you can also go to YouTube. Just search Highway 6 Sports on YouTube, and that's where you'll find this game. We do, for some reason, it still says Haxtun versus Perkins County, but just go to the live stream, and that's where you'll find this game. And so they're going to do the starters on the court. We'll thank some of our sponsors here on Highway 6 Sports. 5 Star Rental. Tackle any project with 5 Star Rental. Heavy equipment, lawn tools, fast and friendly service just 4 miles south of Haxtun on Highway 59. Call 970-854-2145. We do like to thank all of our sponsors here, as without you, none of this is possible. We're able to do a lot of things. Scholarship opportunity for the Bulldogs as well. As it looks like we're going to get tipped off here. The starting lineups are finished. We do have number 3, that's Kreibel, against Chase Goddard. So same refs as last game here. Tip is won by Dayspring, and Jake Kanuga holds it, gives it up. Top of the key here to Gilmore. Gilmore trying to drive on Larson, pulls it back out, resets the offense. Over to Rutz. Rutz drives here on, that was on Cone, now kicks it back out all the way to Kanuga. Jake Kanuga gives it up to Kreibel around the perimeter, just dribbled penetration, then kicking out. Now all the way to the block is Gilmore, kicks it out, and they'll reset in a travel. No shot clock. Taking their time to set up their first possession, and it goes in favor of Haxtun. Larson's got it here for the Bulldogs. Larson driving against Rutz. Looked like he wanted to hand it off. Instead, gets it over to Schramm, far side corner. Over to Goddard. Goddard drives up and off the glass and in. And there is Chase Goddard's first 2 points in this one, and the first points in the entire matchup so far. Haxtun leads 2-0 with 7 minutes on the clock. Schramm comes up with a steal, gets it over to Larson. Larson now for the Bulldogs will bring it up, walk it up here for Haxtun. Near side wing and a drive here on Rutz. Going to get fouled. So on the junior, that's his first. We did not see Larson last game, so good to see him in and kind of doing exactly what he normally does. Drives to the rim and trying to kick out, and this time he drew a foul. Schramm. Bulldogs in a line set. Schramm to throw it in. Looks in, lobs it into his cousin. That's Koberstein. Into Cone, near side corner. Now around the perimeter, all the way back to Larson, top of the key. Over to that's Koberstein, and he's going to reset it up. Zone defense here for the Dayspring Christian Academy Eagles. Goddard's got it, far side corner. Gets it into Koberstein. Then to Schramm. Schramm's blocked at the rim. That's by Kreibel, and that was a heck of a block and a defensive effort by Dayspring, and they hold it. They're going to bring it up here, near side corner. That's Kanuga. Puts it up off the glass and good. So Jake Kanuga puts it up and in. No rebounds even here in this game. No missed shots quite yet other than that block. Cone drives into the paint, kick out all the way back around to the top of the perimeter to Larson. Larson near side to Koberstein. Koberstein looking for something. Instead, a wrapping around screen is Goddard, and he's going to come up and reset it over to Larson, far side corner. Larson drives back to the top of the key over to Koberstein. Koberstein maybe gets away with a little bit there, gets it around to Goddard. Goddard, far side corner. You betcha. There's a three from Chase Goddard, all 5 points for the Bulldogs. Coming from Goddard so far. Bulldogs lead by 3, 5 minutes and 46 seconds left here in the first period. Driving is Crust. He kicks it out here to Kanuga. Kanuga, dribble hand off to Kreibel. Kreibel to the corner to Gilmore for 3. That one's short. A rebound here by Schramm. Schramm, lob pass up to Cone. Cone, layup, good. So usually a pass you see from Cone during the football season. You got to see it from a line dog there. Lob pass and received by the quarterback. 7-2 Bulldogs lead. Eli Gilmore now with the ball top of the key. Guarded by Larson. Loses his dribble. Gives it over to Crust. Crust near side wing. Gets it to Kanuga. Kanuga, three-pointer from the corner. That's the wing. Up, no good. Rebound here is by Colin Cone. Cone over to Schramm. Schramm, nobody guard him. Decides to pull it out and reset. Over to Koberstein. Koberstein near side corner. Inside to Schramm. Schramm up and under move. And he dumps it down to Cone. He was fouled. No call. Retained by the Bulldogs where Larson's got it top of the key. Larson over to Cone. Cone back to Larson. That is Koberstein for 3. It's up short. Rebound here by number 3. That's Kreibel. First rebound from Dayspring today, and a timeout here from Coach Kyle Johanna. And we'll take a break as well. It is 7-2. Haxtun leads here with 4 minutes and 35 seconds.
Looking for top quality meat and personalized service? Come to the Haxtun Locker Plant in Haxtun, Colorado. We've been your go-to for custom processing of beef and pork from local ranchers. From farm to table, we ensure every cut meets your exact needs. Plus, explore our wide range of retail meats and specialty products perfect for any meal. Call the Haxtun Locker Plant at 970-774-6544 today. Haxtun Locker Plant. Quality you can trust. Service you'll love.
You're listening to Highway 6 Sports.
Welcome back to NJC. I'm Bryce Bivens. Dayspring Christian out of the timeout has it underneath. Now kick back out to Kanuga. Kanuga near far side to Rutz. Rutz back to the top of the key, back to Kanuga. Kanuga near side here to Crust. Crust back to Kanuga and stolen away by Schramm. Passed around the perimeter, didn't work. Schramm, 3. That's 2-on-1, and that's going to be a carry on Schramm on the turnover there. did get a little bit ahead of himself, I would say. New substitution, that's Heenan comes in off the bench. And so does number 14, that's Calvin Kanuga. So initially they said he might not play because of the whole window situation. His hand is all taped up, and he's playing. Here is Rutz. Rutz almost got it stolen away. He gives it up here. That is to Kryball. Kryball deep 2. That's good. They tighten that lead for the Bulldogs only to 3. That is 3. 7-4. Larson's got it into the high post to Goddard. Goddard dumps it down to Anderson. Anderson low block, kicks out to, that is Cone. Now to Goddard at the high post, and again, there's Chase Goddard. He's got everything except 2 points that came from Cone earlier. Rutz. Now over to Kanuga. Near side corner. That is a 3-pointer from number 14, Calvin Kanuga. That one was no good. Offensive rebound for Dayspring. And this ball being thrown out of bounds, and it'll be Haxtun basketball. And so far from Dayspring, they are close here, within 5, but we've seen a lot of perimeter stuff. They haven't really got to the rack quite yet. Larson, top of the key. Drives here on Kanuga. And a block call going to be on Rutz, I believe. That'll be Rutz's second. So Micah Rutz, coach is going to have to make a decision. Leave him in, or they do. A couple of substitutions. Carter Locke comes in. Koberstein comes back in. Out goes Goddard. Out goes Cone. Schramm comes out. Larson gets the entry pass. Far side corner. Shoots a 3. That one's short. And a rebound here is by Kryball. Kryball pulls down his second rebound of the matchup. And now Kanuga's got it. That's Jake. Jake cross court to Rutz. Top of the key. Volleyball spike line. They got a lot of room to work with here. Jake Kanuga. Near side wing. Through his legs. Now over to Calvin. Calvin drives on Baron Starkey-Baum. That's the third one that came in. Couldn't find him. Looks like Carter Locke from behind as they lob pass it into the high post. Stolen away by Larson. 9-4. Larson drives it to the free throw line. Couple crossovers. Tries to split defenders. They're going to call a foul. And it's going to be on the floor. And Larson got to be careful trying to split defenders. He gets the foul this time. Locke. His inbounds pass tipped away by Dayspring. But it will remain Haxtun basketball. Kanan Koberstein, top of the inbounds it to Larson. Larson back into Koberstein. Koberstein inside the block to Anderson. Hammer throw to Locke for 3. And that one is just short. That was actually Baron Starkey-Baum. Told you he looks like Carter Locke from behind. Same haircut. Just one number apart, number 22, number 21. So the shot was no good. Rebound by Micah Rutz. Dayspring Christian has got it. Entry pass inside to Heenan. Heenan back out to Calvin Kanuga for 3. That one airball. And so with that, Haxtun will have it. Very slow-paced game so far. Nothing really working for either team when it comes to offensive flow. We've seen Dayspring kind of work around the perimeter. Haxtun drives in, but just can't get the shots to fall. Unless your name is Chase Goddard. Larson drives into the paint. Gives it up to Anderson. Anderson bank shot in. Last game we had, that was the moneymaker right there. Corbin Anderson sits in the dump down. As Larson goes, let's see, that's Koberstein. Goes for a steal, missed it. Kanuga, Calvin, drives to the short porch, kicks out. That is to Heenan. Heenan drives all the way to the rim. No good. A rebound. Anderson. Anderson, baseball throw. That was to Koberstein. He does not go to the rim, pulls it out, and he travels at the three-point line. 11-4. Bulldogs lead. Here with 1 minute and 28 seconds left here in the first period. Both teams have had a lot of opportunities to put points on the board. Rutz has it, far side, drives into the paint, kick out. That's number 12, Heenan for 3, rattles in and out, no good. Rebound by Madden Larson. Larson goes behind his back, drives all the way into the paint, puts it up himself. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul on number 5, that will be on Owen Crust, a junior. Just one senior on this crew for Dayspring Christian. First free throw here, up and good from Larson. First free throw of the match by either team. Second free throw, that one good as well. And so the Bulldogs lead 13-4. Owen Crust has it here for that's Dayspring Christian. Dribble handoff around the perimeter. Now to Gilmore. Gilmore, he handed it off here to Heenan, and Heenan almost lost it out of bounds, but then Crust comes up with it. Here comes Eli Gilmore. Step back, kicks over. That's Heenan. Heenan, guarded by Anderson, gives it up. That is Rutz for three. This one way off the mark, and a rebound here by Larson. Larson pulls down just his second rebound in the first quarter here. Baron Starkey-Bomb, three-point opportunity. Near side wing is going to be no good, and a rebound by Crust, but Crust just sat there, didn't realize Koberstein sitting there as well, ties him up, and Bulldogs have it. Possession arrow favored Haxtun. Koberstein looking for a lob pass. Gets it in here to Locke. Carter Locke gets it tipped out of bounds here. That is by Micah Rutz. Very sloppy quarter, I would have to say, so far. Larson over to Locke. Inside now to Anderson. Anderson double team. Kick out to Koberstein. It's tipped out of bounds by Dayspring. They'll retry it from the sideline. Koberstein, about 10 feet on the sideline there, lobs it in here to Larson with 20 seconds left. Locke has it near side corner, tries to get it into Starkey-Bomb. This one tipped away by Dayspring Christian. Rutz into Crust. That was Gilmore, actually. And Gilmore, after he put it up, they're going to count the basket because it looked like a Bulldog hit the rim and altered where the shot, or altered the cylinder. So they'll call that goaltending. So that those 2 points for Eli Gilmore will count. It's 13-6. Larson, 5 seconds. Gets it over to Koberstein, near side wing for three. It's up. That one's in and out, no good. And that's where the will end here. Larson pulled down the rebound, but I don't think it will count. 13-6 in favor of Haxtun at the end of the first. We'll be right back here on Highway 6 Sports with second quarter action.
Building something special in Haxtun? Haxtun Building Center is your go-to for all your construction needs. From lumber to tools, we're the one-stop shop with everything to get the job done right. Our team is dedicated to exceptional service, offering expert advice and quality products. We're proud to support our community, helping you build not just projects, but a bigger future for Haxtun. Choose local. Stop by Haxtun Building Center or call us at 970-774-7655. Let's build something together.
Now back to this Highway 6 Sports crew, giving you the most Haxtun Bulldog athletic coverage in all of Phillips County.
Welcome back here to NJC. I'm Bryce Bivens here on the Podbean app, YouTube Live, and Highway6Sports.com. Dayspring Christian has it out of the break. Far side, that's near side wing, Owen Crust. Hands it off here to Kreibel. Kreibel back to Crust. Crust drives baseline, pushed by Schramm, and Schramm will get the foul call. That'll be his first. And I believe that's the first foul total for Haxtun. So they played that first quarter very clean. Lob pass here in to Crust. Crust gets it over to Gilmore. Gilmore looking for somebody inside. Instead gets it around the perimeter. Goddard back in, guarding tightly. That is Crust. Top of the key, Gilmore over to Jake Kanuga. Kanuga guarded here by Cone. Over to Gilmore, near side wing, just around the perimeter. Now finally inside, that's the Heenan. Heenan on the dump down pass to Kreibel. Out. That's off target. It will go in favor of Haxtun. 13-6 here with 7 minutes and 23 seconds left in the second. Goddard at the top of the key, gets this one tipped away, but he regathers it at the free throw line. Now his pass is altered. Now he's going to go in, throw the dump down pass to Schramm, and that one's tipped out of bounds. So good defense by Dayspring when their offense isn't working. The defense trying to amp that up a little bit. Great defense creates great offense. Schramm against this zone, gets it into Goddard. Goddard for three, off the back iron. Rebound here, that goes to Jake Kanuga, his first. Kanuga going to drive all the way into the near side block. This one tipped out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Actually a foul call. This is going to be from behind. That's on number 3, Kanan Koberstein. That's his first. Entry pass here from Dayspring Christian. Jake Kanuga, far side corner. Does a spin move against Koberstein. Defense is really good here. Gives it up to Crust. Crust inside. 10-footer off the glass. No good. Too strong. Rebound still loose. Finally, actually I said finally, and it just was still rolling and went out of bounds. So looked like Goddard was going to come up with it, but then it was tipped away again by Crust. Goes out of bounds, and since it was tipped by Dayspring, Haxton's got it. 6 minutes and 44 seconds. Same score. Goddard over to Koberstein. Koberstein to Cone. Top of the key. Drives. Now pulls it back out. Over to Schramm. Schramm, 10 feet. Puts it up. Too strong. Rebound is by Heenan. Heenan with his first rebound of the game. And Jake Kanuga will start it for Dayspring. Drives here to the free throw line. Wanted to pull up. Lost the ball. Gives it out here to Heenan. Heenan for three. Too strong. Rebound Anderson. Anderson pulls down his second rebound. Pushing it up the court. 2-on-2. Drives in. Gives it over to Koberstein. Near side corner. Pump fake. Three-pointer on its way, short. A rebound goes into Gilmore's hand. Gilmore drives the court, Euro step, puts it up, off the glass, no good, and a late call on Goddard, it looks like. That's who it's going to be on. Folks, you could have gone and got ice cream and came back before that call was blown. But I believe the right call just took a while. First shot up, no good. That is by Gilmore. Eli Gilmore misses his first. Second shot here is no good as well. And so while the Bulldogs are 100% with their 2 free throws only, Dayspring Christian 0% with their 2 free throws only. Goddard gets over to Koberstein, near side wing. Looks, skip pass over to Schramm. Schramm looking inside, doesn't like it. They have a high-low post action. They get to the high post, that's to Goddard. Now low to Anderson. Anderson kicks back out to Schramm. Around the perimeter over to Koberstein. Top of the key now to, that is Cone. Cone. Back to Schramm, looking inside. I don't even know if they're looking inside yet. They're just passing around the perimeter. And finally, Owen Crust says enough with that. Steals it away all the way to the rim. Fouled, and it's good. He's fouled there by Cone. And he'll go to the line to shoot one. I don't know if that game, I haven't seen that from Haxton at all. But they're trying to get it inside, I think, against this zone, pass it around the perimeter, and then get it inside. But they weren't even looking to the post on some of those passes. You got to at least pretend like you're going to throw it. Crust, his shot. Off the back iron, rattles around, rolls in. First free throw goes in for Dayspring. Madden Larson comes in the ballgame. He'll bring it up the court. 13-9 is the score here at NJC. First round here of the holiday tournament. Jackson Schramm, cross-court pass to Cone. Cone for three, deep one, in. Great shot from Colin Cone. He's got 5. 16-9 is the score now here in Sterling. Bulldogs in a zone press, and Dayspring picks it apart. Eli Gilmore under the rim for his 4th point. Bulldogs bring it up here. Larson, AI dribbles. Now gets it back to Cone where he'll set it up. Entry pass into the high post. That's to Goddard. Goddard go all the way to the rim. Or somehow gets around his defender. And Chase Goddard picking right off where he left off last year from the high post area. As Dayspring against this zone. Gets it stolen away by Cone. Cone to the rim. Up and in. 20-11. Is the score here in Sterling. Haxton leads. Rutz brings it up for Dayspring. Gives it inside to, that's Gilmore. Gilmore puts it up. That one too strong. Rebound by Colin Cone. Cone pulls down his second rebound. Bulldogs have it with 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second period. Goddard all the way to the rim. Puts it up and in, and he's fouled. They go to the line to shoot one. That foul going to go against number 3. That's Max Kreibel, his first. Goddard having himself a night so far, and it's only the second quarter. Goddard with 9 points. They got him up on the board for 11, so I missed a 2-pointer in there. Probably this one that he just made, actually. That makes sense. Goddard's got 11. This free throw up and in. That one rattles around as well. Suspense goes in. 23-11 here for Haxtun. They have the lead. At half court is Kreibel. Kreibel over to Gilmore. Now inside to Kreibel. Wasn't expecting it. Tries to throw it off the feet of Goddard, but his momentum takes him out of bounds, and it's 23-11. Bulldogs kind of catching some steam here as they went in the full court zone press, and that kind of got them a little bit faster pace. Now Bulldogs working the half court against this 1-3-1 defense of Dayspring. Goddard, entry pass at the high post. He's bumped hard by Max Kreibel. No call, and it goes out of bounds. They give it to the Bulldogs with 3 minutes and 48 seconds here left in the second. Schramm, entry pass from the out of bounds under over to Larson, top of the key. Larson going to take a charge. And I mentioned it earlier in this one. I said he's got to be careful splitting defenders, and that's why. You got to get through 2 guys, and, well, there's not very much room. And according to the rule book, technically they don't have to give you any space. Kreibel, full court pass here. That's to Krust. Krust dumped down pass to Gilmore, tipped away here by Goddard. So good defense in transition for the Bulldogs as they were in this full court press, and that baseball pass almost broke it. Out of bounds under here now for Dayspring. 23-11. 3-point shot on its way from Rutz. Air ball. Rebound Locke. Locke gives it up here. That is to Larson. Larson now dribble drive all the way to the block. Reverse layup. That one no good. The cylinder was altered as well. We saw a goaltending call earlier in this game after the Bulldogs did very similar. No call. 23-11 here in the second. Haxtun leads. Bulldogs in a zone press. Larson at the top. They get it to Krust. Krust over here to Kanuga. Kanuga gets triple teamed. Gives it right to Schramm. Schramm. Lob pass over to Larson. Larson to the rim. Puts it up. Strong effort and good from Madden Larson. His first points of the game. Goddard going to block here in transition here. Jake Kanuga driving sideline, and to be quite honest with you, looked like maybe a shoulder down. We'll never know. So free throws here. That will be Goddard's second foul. Free throws here for Jake Kanuga. 25-11 is the score. This free throw in and out for Jake. Dayspring's missed 3 free throws tonight. So Goddard with 2 fouls will be probably reluctant to see him in this second quarter again. They might wait till the third. This free throw up and good. So Jake at 50% here. Coach Steve wants a full timeout. We'll take one as well here on Highway 6 Sports.
At HBF Feedlot, we're more than just a business. We're part of Haxton's heart, proudly supporting our town's events from fairs to fundraisers. We're here to help our community thrive. With hard work and hometown pride, HBF Feedlot is committed to feeding futures right here in Haxtun. HBF Feedlot, a small community feeding a big world. At Hoffmeister Insurance, we've got your back with tailored crop insurance that protects your livelihood. Our experienced agents take the time to understand your needs, crafting the perfect policy to keep your farm secure. From hail to drought, we're here to help you weather any storm. Ready for peace of mind? Call Hoffmeister Insurance, 970-774-6600 for your personalized consultation today. Hoffmeister Insurance. Protecting your harvest season after season.
Highway 6 Sports, where Haxtun is never forgotten.
Well, Bulldogs have it after that timeout break. Larson brings it up the court here for Haxtun. 25-12, Bulldogs lead. Anderson near side corner. Anderson gets it to Cone, top of the key, around the perimeter, all the way to Larson. Larson, far side corner. Now to Koberstein for three. It's up. That one's short. Rebound here is by Calvin Kanuga. Mentioned Calvin's hand. Kind of got ripped open today by the bus on their way here. The window flew out because of the gust, the wind gust, and Calvin got his hand ripped up, and they weren't sure if he was going to be able to even play today. Here he is. Lob pass here in. That is to Kreibel. Kreibel over to Rutz. Rutz, top of the key, dribble handoff. That is to Scritchfield. Scritchfield now back to Kreibel. Kreibel guarded by Schramm. Gets a screen. Doesn't use it. Over to Rutz now. Rutz now drives all the way to the corner. That's the elbow. Kick out. That is number 14, Calvin Kanuga for three, and we just mentioned him. And right on cue. Bulldogs lead by 10, 25-15. Cone, cross-court pass to Schramm. Schramm to Koberstein. Koberstein top of the key here to Cone. Back to Koberstein. Over to that is number 0, Madden Larson for three. You betcha there's 27 points for Haxtun to Dayspring's 15 with 1:50 left here in the second quarter. Rutz drives coast to coast. Now gives it up. Nobody in dump down, but the ball goes into Heenan's hand. He puts up I would suppose it looked like a runner, but then he fell backwards. Larson gets the rebound. Larson, triple team, gives it to Anderson. Anderson swatted away by Kreibel. His second block in this one. Bulldogs come up with it after the tipped ball. Larson's got it, top of the key. Cone, far side corner. Gonna get this tipped away by Micah Rutz, and Cone's second effort to try to grab it allows that ball to go out of bounds. And so now it's Dayspring basketball, 28-15 with 1:20 left here in the second period. Gilmore will control it against this, looks like a zone press here from Haxtun still. The Bulldogs fall back into a man-to-man after the zone press. And Calvin Kanuga's got it. Gives it back to the top of the key to Gilmore. Gilmore near the volleyball spike line. Now drives on Anderson. Euro step. And they're going to call a foul. And it was almost like he paused. He took that Euro step with the wrong, you take that with the opposite feet that you're taught. And then he just stopped on that last foot. They got a foul call. Gilmore, first shot up and in. They makes up for two missed free throws earlier in this matchup. He makes the first. Second one on its way and in. 50% now is Gilmore. It is 28-17. Bulldogs have it. That's Larson. Larson gives up to Anderson. Now to Schramm, far side corner. Now inside to Anderson. Spin move. Rattles around. No good, and it goes out of bounds. Tipped out of bounds by what looked like maybe Colin Cone. He's probably fortunate to not get a over the back call or a push foul on that. They just call it out of bounds. Calvin Kanuga, far side wing, drives in, long two on its way. Rebound Anderson. Anderson pulls down his third. Anderson 3-on-4 gets this one stolen by Micah Rutz, and a travel from Rutz, but no call. And Rutz will control it here for Dayspring. Rutz gives it up here to Kreibel. Kreibel inside, stolen away by Larson. 3-on-3. Larson to the rim. Puts it up, fouled. So Larson's going to get Kreibel to commit the foul there. That's his second. And Larson will go to the line. Larson's got 2 free throws already in this one. 7 total points in the matchup. Larson. First free throw up and good. (29-17) now with 19 seconds. Larson, his free throw. Off the side of the rim, rebounded by Kreibel. 16 seconds. Rutz brings up the court as fast as he can go. Gives it over to Gilmore. Gilmore, jab step. Now back to the top of the perimeter. All the way in here to Kreibel. To the rim. Puts it up and in. And a block call on Koberstein. So the shot is good. And now Max Kreibel will go to the line for the and one opportunity. Just a 10-point game. That is Koberstein's third foul. Kreibel's and one attempt is up and in. That's his first free throw of the night. 4 seconds. Larson crosses half court, gets it over to Schramm, far side wing. Wide open three, it's up, no good. And so that's how it will end. That is the second period, that is. Haxtun leads by 9 after an and one attempt is successful from Kreibel. And so with that, folks, we'll start a new live stream if you're listening on the Podbean app. If you are watching on YouTube, just stay right where you're at. If you're listening on highway6sports.com, just wait for the red light that says live, and we'll be back right after this.
At Hoffman. Ready to buy, sell, or invest in Haxtun, Colorado? Trust Canode Realty and Auction, LLC. Led by Haxtun Athletics sponsors Laura and Tyler Canode, our team delivers expert real estate and auction services with unmatched local knowledge. From cozy homes to sprawling ranches, we've got you covered. Call 970-774-4500 today. Canode Realty and Auction, your Haxtun home starts here. You may be wondering, where have I heard the term Koberstein Farms Angus LLC?
Larson's pitch is going to be in for strike 3, and there it is. That is a Koberstein Farms Angus LLC strikeout.
Or maybe from...
And just like that, Bulldogs on the board again. That's a Koberstein Farms Angus LLC touchdown.
Wherever you've heard it on this broadcast multiple times throughout the year. That's because Koberstein Farms Angus LLC sponsors all the big plays on Highway 6 Sports. Thank you, Koberstein Farms Angus.
Oh, here at Koberstein Farms Angus LLC, we got everything an old country boy needs. From cattle down to every single bull and heifer you can see. Koberstein Farms Angus LLC.
Visit kfangusllc.com.
Kurtzers invites you to come check out the Walker Model R. The Walker Model R is perfect for any homeowner looking for the Walker mower cut with maneuverability at a residential price. The Walker Model R comes with a 42, 48, or 54-inch tilt-up deck for easy maintenance. Come to Kurtzers and request a test drive today. Kurtzers is your local source for Walker mowers, located 3 miles east of Haxtun on Highway 6. Count on Walker mowers for fast, easy, beautiful mowing.
This holiday season, Main Street Graphics is calling the winning play for custom style. Whether you're cheering under Friday Night Lights or cozying up by the fire, we've got your gear. Embroidery, screen printing, vinyl, and more. From festive hoodies and Team Spirit gear, we'll help you wrap up the perfect gift. Located at 804 West Main in Sterling, we're your local MVP for custom apparel. Main Street Graphics. Custom gear, hometown cheer.
At Points West Community Bank, we're all about you, our neighbors, friends, and dreamers. We're here to fuel your financial journey with personalized banking that puts your goals first. From home loans to checking accounts, we offer tailored solutions with a smile. Plus, We proudly sponsor local events and support new projects to keep our community thriving. Your success is our mission. Points West Community Bank, where community and banking connect. Member FDIC.
From
We're broadcasting live from the heart of the game.
Welcome back here to NJC. I'm Bryce Bivens, where Haxtun Bulldogs lead 29-20. Thank you wherever you may be listening. The Podbean app, highway6sports.com, or YouTube Live. I'd like to remind you that our official photographer of Highway 6 Sports, Plains Perspective Media, make sure you go to their website and you can purchase images of your player. And you know what I always like to do is get a canvas for somebody, maybe for their birthday or for Christmas or something, as a gift, and that's always a good gift to give. So make sure you go check that out on Plains Perspective Media. Go to Facebook and check all of their stuff out, as we do thank Zoe Kurtzer for taking pictures for us. Let's get into the Wilson's Repair halftime show. We'll start with Dayspring Christian. Gilmore, he's got 6. Krybel with 5, and 3 of those coming right at the end of the quarter there. Bulldogs were up 12, and that's what you kind of thought it was going to end with, but then Krybel all the way to the rim and fouled, and kind of gives it a little bit of spark going into halftime, as now it's just a 9-point game. Jake Kanuga with 3, Owen Crust with 1, and then down here, that's Calvin Kanuga. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast that he got his hand cut up. And the reason why? Well, the wind on the way here on the interstate blew out one of the windows on the bus from Dayspring Christian. And that's no fault of the bus. The wind has been fierce. It's been absolutely insane here on the plains. And so that's just kind of, I guess, what if you live out here, that's what you get. And it doesn't happen too often, but unfortunately it happened there to Calvin Kanuga. That's a very unfortunate thing, but doesn't seem to mess with his shot. 3-pointer up and in there for him here in the second quarter. Rebound wise, it looks like their leading rebounder, that's Max Krybel. He's got 3 on the day. Haxtun fighting Bulldogs. Let's look at their point totals. Baden Larson with 8. Colin Cone, he has 5. Chase Goddard with 12. And Corbin Anderson with 2. Leading rebounder is Corbin Anderson. He's got 3 rebounds here. So, again, we'd like to thank you for tuning into our Wilson's Repair halftime show. As we also would like to thank our family sponsors here on Highway 6 Sports. That's Rich and Deanna Girk, David and Alicia Schramm, Joe and Michelle Bivens, John and Cindy Chapdelaine, Austin and Valerie Wilson, Jess and Kevin Beck, Pastor Tim and Alyssa Hahn, Brian and Sammy Starkybaum, Kathy and Curly Starkybaum, Kelly and Sarah Michael, Sean and Christy Philp, Todd and Becky Workman, and Cole Candy Fix, Brian and Michelle Locke. Thank you to all of our family sponsors. If you would like to be a family sponsor, we did prorate the sponsorships lately. You can go to our Facebook page and see what all the sponsorships cost, and that is for the rest of the season starting, well, whenever you shoot me a text or shoot me an email. $125 for the family sponsorship. You're mentioned in every single broadcast, folks. And that just lets everyone know that you are a proud sponsor of Haxtun Sports and you want it to be on the air. And we have scheduled 34 basketball games. That's playoffs pending. And we did 19 fall season games, every football game except 1. And then baseball-wise, we've got 11 games scheduled, and it all depends on playoffs there as well. So that's the most Haxtun Bulldog action that you will have from anybody. I'm just going to tell you that, unless it's a video. But from the audio-wise, that's going to be some of the best action that you can possibly get your hands on. And so Haxtun fans all around are going to be listening to that. We do appreciate Haxtun fans listening. 4,000 of you listened. And that was during the fall season alone. 4,000 listeners in the fall season. That is nearly 200 per game. So if you think maybe my ad won't be heard, I think you're wrong. And it's going to be by the community and their loved ones. So we do like to thank everybody for pitching in and making this possible on Highway 6 Sports. I know that I'm very thankful for the opportunity that we've been given here. I also like to thank our gold sponsors. That's Canode Realty and Auction, Haxtun Building Center, Kurtzer's, Colt by IWS, Hoffmeister Insurance, Points West Bank of Haxtun, Main Street Graphics, Coberstein Farms, Angus LLC, Haxtun Communications, Red J Welding, 5-Star Rental, Wilson's Repair, Spelch Roofing, Haxtun Credit Union, Bivens Lawns LLC. Our silver sponsor, First National Bank of Fleming, and then our bronze sponsor, HBF Feedlot, Haxtun Locker Plant, Wyatt Sprinklers, Goddard Farms, and Nico K-Lawn. Thank you, everybody, as we get underway here at NJC. Larson's got it. Koberstein. Lob pass over to Cone. Cone now over to Larson. Larson drives here on Kryball, throws it away initially, gets tipped around, and the Bulldogs come up with it. Goddard gets the rebound after the missed shot. Goddard puts it in, and that's going to be a foul on Kryball, I think. So that'll be Max's third foul. Corbin Anderson put up a shot. It was no good. Chase came down with the rebound, put it in the shot. Now he's got 14. This shot up and in for 15. Goddard 100% from the free throw line. 2 for 2 tonight. As Rutz gives it over to Crust, and Crust forgets to dribble. Turnover. And so now we're at the, right before halftime, we saw the and one attempt or opportunity from Dayspring. They got it. Bulldogs right out of halftime get the and one opportunity. And so they kind of take back what Dayspring gave to them. Goddard inside, puts up a shot. He's fouled. From behind, that's going to be on Owen Crust. Looked like he grabbed his arm for his second foul. Goddard at the free throw stripe. Going to have 2. First one up and in. Goddard 3 for 3. Kryball comes out of the ball game. In comes Calvin Kaninga. This shot off the front iron here from Goddard. That's his first missed free throw, 75% from the night now. Rutz brings it up, gives it over here to Kanuga. That's Jake, near far side corner to Crust. Now back to the top of the key. That is to Rutz. Rutz drives in, now gives it into Gilmore. That's at the high post. Jake Kanuga drives all the way into the paint. The defense dissolves, and Kanuga has a wide open shot, and he takes it. Now he's got 7 on the match. 33-22 is the score here. In Sterling. Lob pass into Schramm at the block. That's from Koberstein. He gets blocked at the rim, but here's Chase Goddard with the rebound. Chase Goddard pulls down just his second rebound, but his 18th point, and gives the Bulldogs 35, a foul at midcourt in the Bulldogs trap. It's going to be on Larson. Larson, that is his second foul. Kanuga passes it in here to Rutz. Rutz being guarded by Koberstein. Zone defense. Bulldogs get the steal. That's from Cone. Larson gets his ball tipped away, but regathers it, resets. Koberstein inside to Schramm. Schramm at the low block. Kick out far side. That's to Cone. Now give it to Larson. Larson back to Cone, near side wing. Drives to the elbow, gets his ball altered, and a rebound goes to Gilmore. He pulls down his second. Hand off to Rutz where he'll control it. Guarded by Larson. Looks like a 1-3-1 set here from the Bulldogs. Or maybe just kind of extended 2-3 zone. Larson puts it, defends Crust. Crust puts up an errant shot. That one goes off the top of the backboard, gets his own rebound. And now Dayspring's got it back here. Gilmore, guarded by Koberstein. Gets a screen, gets it over to Rutz. Deep 3, college 3, off the iron. Rebound Schramm. Jackson Schramm pulls down his second, gives it over to Koberstein. Koberstein gets his ball tipped away from him, and now a foul, but no call on the foul. It took out Jackson Schramm's leg, and he just called it out of bounds. That's interesting. Larson, top of the key, Guarded by Rutz. Inside to Goddard. Goddard to the rim. That one's short. Gets his own rebound. Scoop shot. Now he's fouled. So Goddard said, give me the stat, and I'll take the free throw opportunity here. That foul is going to be on Gilmore, his first. Goddard to the line to shoot 2. 35-22 here with 5 minutes and 26 seconds left. Goddard misses this one. That's 2 in a row missed by Goddard now. He made the first 3. See if he can turn it around. Goddard shot up and in. So there you go. Goddard's made 4 free throws. He's got 19. Gonna be a foul here in the full court, near half court that is. That's gonna be on Larson, his third, and so Larson's picked up 2 pretty quick here. And the Bulldogs are in an extended zone. I'd like to say it's a 2-3, but then they pull out into looks like a 4-1 or even a 3-2. And if it's a 1-3-1, it's a sunk down 1-3-1. Dayspring. They've got it. Here, that's Heenan. That top of the key to Rutz. He pump fakes an NBA 3. Now gives it over to Kanuga. That's Calvin for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound Anderson. Anderson pulls down his 4th rebound, gets it over to Schramm. Schramm. He's had flashbacks of him driving sideline last time. This time there's no foul. Schramm. Dump down pass to Anderson. Going to be kicked away by Dayspring. And the Bulldogs retain it. Larson over to Cone. Cone to Schramm. Schramm inside to Anderson now. Near side block. Puts it up and in. Nothing but net from Anderson. That's his 4th point of the matchup. Rutz in this full court. Turns it over. Goes right into Colin Cone's hand. Cone, a wide open layup opportunity. And if you could dunk, that's when you do it. I was talking with Coach Jaden Steve earlier. He says everyone can touch the rim, but I don't think anybody can dunk. A timeout here from Coach Johanna. It's 40-22 in favor of the Haxtun Fighting Bulldogs. It's 60-second timeout. We'll take one as well here on Highway 6 Sports.
From banjo fittings to Sotera and Durameters, Red J Welding offers a wide selection of liquid fertilizer parts across northeast Colorado with sizes from 1/4 to 3 inches. We also stock Jean Guest push-to-connect fittings for specialized applications. Need hoses? We've got vinyl, PVC, and EPDM from 1/2 to 3 inches, along with black steel and galvanized fittings ranging from 1/4 to 3 inches. Red J Welding, just 4 miles south of Haxtun on Highway 59. Call Ryan at 970-630-3489.
Need a roof you can rely on? Spelt Roofing has Haxtun covered. For years, we've delivered top-notch roofing for homes and businesses with licensed, bonded, and insured experts you can trust. From storm repairs to new installs, we bring quality and care to every project. Plus, we're proud sponsors of Highway 6 Sports, cheering on our local teams. Ready to protect your property? Call Spelt Roofing at 970-774-6554 for a free estimate, or visit speltroofing.com.
Highway 6 Sports. Haxtun is never forgotten on highway6sports.com.
Welcome back here. Bulldogs lead 40-22 here at NJC. First round of the holiday tournament. Micah Rutz. Dribble handoff here. That's to Owen Cruss. Cruss drives in, guarded by 4. Kicks it back out. That's Kanuga. Kanuga near side wing. Leans in, gives it up here. That's to Cruss. Cruss drives into the restricted area, puts it up, and he's fouled. That's going to be a Goddard. That's his 3rd. And Owen Cruss will go to the line here to shoot 2. First one up and in. Owen, just his 2nd point on the night, earlier made a free throw as well. This one up, off the back iron. Goes out of play. Looks like I missed a 2-point opportunity there from Owen Cruss earlier in this game. He has 4. My mistake as we move on. 40-23. Haxtun has it. Cone gets it up to Larson. Larson gets this one tipped away. Larson gets away with an over and back there. The referee didn't see it, but here at half court, looked like he stepped across that line. And there's going to be a foul on Dayspring here after they regathered the ball. Haxtun will have it underneath. That foul on number 12, that's Heenan. Schramm inside to Anderson, and Anderson's going to put it up. He missed it, but got his own rebound. Gets his 5th rebound and his 6th point of the matchup. 42-23, Haxtun leads. Rutz fakes the handoff, now gets it up to Calvin Kanuga. Kanuga drives, spin move on Larson. Pivots, now gives it up. Shot here from Dayspring, that is Heenan, shot and miss. Larson comes up with his 3rd rebound. Larson brings up the far sideline. Looks like he wants to drive. He's going to do it. Drives all the way. Double team, looking for an outlet. Gets to Anderson somehow. That was a mistake, but he got it to him somehow. Anderson puts up the shot. He missed it, got his own rebound for his 6th rebound, and then it was blocked out of bounds. Larson was trying to feed it to Goddard. He held on too long. The ball got thrown up in the air, and Anderson was there to grab it. Bulldogs missed the shot, get blocked out of bounds, but Bulldogs have it on the out of bounds under. Koberstein gets it, throws it into the paint, and there, this ball is kicked away by Dayspring. 3 minutes and 13 seconds here left in the 3rd period. Bulldogs lead by 19. Koberstein gets this lob pass, and he gets over to Larson. Larson tries to feed it inside. This one's stolen away here. That's by Gilmore. Gilmore over to Rutz. Rutz back to Gilmore. Gilmore's going to have to bring it out. Bulldogs, great defense. Calvin Kanuga drives in, kicks out to Rutz. Rutz for 3. This one's up. This one's too long. And a rebound by Owen Krust goes over the back of Koberstein. And a shot opportunity from Gilmore's up and good. Not sure how you don't call that one, but it's 42-26. Lots of contact. Haxtun Bulldogs have it now. Inside to Goddard. Goddard gets this one tipped away, and Larson grabs it. Over to Schramm. Schramm inside to Anderson. Anderson fighting for it, and pushed out of bounds is Owen Krust, and Owen tipped it out, and Haxtun will have it now. Colin Cohn comes in for Schramm. And Micah Rutz comes out. In comes number 4. That's Jake Kanuga. Larson gets the entry pass. 42-26, 2.5 minutes left. Goddard into the... That's a high post. Kick out to Larson for 3. That's no good. Rebound Koberstein. Koberstein gets to Anderson. This ball being tipped around, just trying to save it. And Krybal comes up with it all the way to the rim. Gets it tipped out by Larson, and it goes off Krybal's foot. It's a good block there by Larson. Koberstein on that last possession comes down with his 1st rebound of the match. 42-26 with 2 minutes left. Goddard drives baseline. Meets a whole slew of Eagles and gets it out here to Cohn. Cohn going to be fouled here by number 4. That's Jake Kanuga. That'll be Jake's 2nd. So it's the 5th team foul for Dayspring. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2. First shot here, up and rattles around and good. Second shot on its way and in from Colin Cohn. Bulldogs lead 44 now to 26. Calvin Kanuga gets over to Rutz. Back to Calvin Kanuga, near side wing. Cross court pass over to Jake Kanuga. Now to Krybal. Lob pass here back to Calvin. Calvin going to drive on Larson. Larson double teamed him. Gives it over to Krybal. He puts up a jumper. That one rattles around and is good. So Max Krybal, he's got 7 tonight. Bulldogs have it. Goddard, near side corner. Gets it back to the top of the key. That is to Cohn. Cohn to Anderson. Around the perimeter. 5-out set for Haxtun. NBA 3 from Larson. Airball. Rebound here goes into the hands of Calvin Kanuga, his 2nd. Calvin. Cross-court pass to Jake. That's Kanuga. Over to Gilmore. This one, normal high school 3. And that was no good. But a rebound here to Jake Kanuga. And he puts it in. A mid-range jumper. Goddard now has it. Drives all the way into the paint. Puts it in off the glass. Chase Goddard. He's got 16 points and just 2-point field goals. 21 points total tonight. 46-30. Bulldogs lead by 16. 33 seconds left here in the 3rd period. Near side wing is That's Crust. Crust gets it over to Kryball. Kryball gets this one tipped and blocked by Anderson. A rebound here by Colin Cone. Bulldogs bring it up fast. That's Koberstein. Koberstein back to Cone. Top of the key. Cone drives to the block. Spin move. Puts it up. Blocked by Kryball. Kryball's got a ton of blocks today. Dayspring. Fast break. Layup. Good. Jake Kanuga has come on strong here in the last few minutes. And just as I say that, he gets a foul. So he was the only one in full court pressure. He comes on and slaps Larson from behind. Larson just trying to get the entry pass underneath, and well, I don't even know if he really had a good shot at getting it. Larson, first shot, up and in. Larson 4 for 4 from the free throw stripe tonight. 47-32. Haxtun leads here with 10.5 seconds. Dayspring probably going to look to get another quick shot off. Larson makes this one as well. Dayspring throws this one here to Jake Kanuga. 8 seconds left. Jake over to Calvin. Calvin take one dribbles. Now to Gilmore. Gilmore open three. It's up. No good. Rebound Larson. And that's how it ends here in the third period. 32 points for Dayspring, but not before Haxtun scores 48. And we'll send it to a break here and thank some of our sponsors. We'll be back here with fourth quarter action.
Hi, I'm Zoe Kurtzer, owner of Penn's Perspective Media. Every moment has a story, and I'm here to help you remember yours. I offer photography for seniors, families, couples, and more. Natural, relaxed sessions that feel like you. Got an idea or a location you love? Just reach out. I'm always excited to bring new visions to life. Contact me to book your sessions today.
Go to Facebook, search Plains Perspective Media. Contact Zoe, the official Highway 6 Sports photographer, to get your pictures done right.
Welcome back to Northeastern Junior College. I'm Bryce Bivens here giving you the first round action of this NJC Holiday Tournament. Bulldogs lead 48-32 here with 8 minutes at the beginning of the fourth period. Dayspring Christian will have the first possession here out of the break. And that's Jake Kanuga with the ball. Jake guarded in this 1-3-1 by Schramm. The more I look at it, the more it looks like a 1-3-1. Stolen away by Cone. Cone gives it to the top of the key to Larson. Larson sets up the offense. Gets it over. That's to Koberstein. Koberstein directing traffic. They're going to give him a wide open three. He takes it. No good. A rebound here by number 14. That is Calvin Kanuga. Pulls down his third rebound. Jake Kanuga. Guarded by Schramm. Bulldogs really spreading out their 1-3-1 now. Before, it was not near as evident. Now, Kryball, far side corner, three up, no good. A rebound here by Goddard. Goddard, a monster night, 4 rebounds now. 21 total points. Larson, top of the key. Crossover, drives into the paint. Triple team, stolen away. Dayspring Christian, all the way to the rack. That's Jake Kanuga. Puts it in. So Jake Kanuga here has come on late here in the late third quarter, early fourth quarter. He scored a slew of points, now has 11. Larson, dribble handoff, that's to Schramm. Schramm, top of the key. Cross court to Koberstein, far side corner. Back to Larson, top of the key. Now to the Koberstein, far side wing. Looks to the far side corner, that's Cone. Cone looking inside, back to Koberstein, doesn't like it. Now dribbles around the perimeter. Dribbles to the top of the key. This ball kicked away here by Jake Kanuga. (48-34). Bulldogs lead here in this one. Colin Cone looks to get this ball in on the sideline. Finally gets an open Larson. He takes it all the way to the rim. Larson, great move there to create separation. Took a jab step and made his defender think he was going that way. It's 50-34. Dayspring gets it inside to Kryball. Kryball outside to Crust. Crust drives in. Now kick back out here. That is to Calvin Kanuga. Now near side wing. that was to Kryball. Kryball put up a 3, but it's no good. But not before a timeout from Coach Kyle Yanaha. Bulldogs lead here with 6 minutes left, 50-34. We'll take a break as well.
Looking to tackle that big project or simply spruce up your backyard? 5 Star Rentals has got you covered. From heavy-duty construction machines for contractors to handy lawn and garden tools for weekend warriors, renting has never been easier. We're a family-owned business located just 4 miles south of Haxtun on Highway 59, offering you friendly service and a hassle-free process. Give us a call today at 970-854-2145. Remember, at 5 Star Rentals, service meets reliability.
Chase Goddard, and Goddard's fouled hard. Goddard on the ground momentarily. This foul going to be on number 3, that is Kryball, his 4th. I'm going to go ahead and give Goddard the rebound on that. That's his 5th rebound. Larson against Rutz. Working, drives all the way into the block, puts it up, and no good. Rebound here is by Gilmore. Gilmore pours down his 3rd rebound. Bulldogs in the full court pressure here as they get it up to Crust. Crust gets away with maybe some movement off the pivot there as Rutz now has it. Top of the key. Rutz gives it to Kryball. Kryball, NBA 3, short. Rebound, Schramm. When you see this college basketball three-point line, that makes you think you can go back farther. And Goddard all the way to the rim. Frustrated. Doesn't get the foul. And a steal by Koberstein puts it up, and he's fouled, but no call. And Goddard gets the rebound, and he finally gets the foul call and shows his frustration here. But rightfully so. A lot happened right there. Bulldogs got the steal after Goddard's initial drive. But Goddard pulls down his 6th rebound. Lob pass here into Goddard. At the block, puts it up and in. Chase Goddard. He's got 23. 52-34, Bulldogs lead. Micah Rutz inside here. That's to Gilmore. Gilmore under. He's behind the backboard. And this ball being tipped up in the air, and it hits the wire holding up the backboard. Here at NJC, the wire's sideways. And so that's to the far side corner. Hits the wire. It's out of bounds on the Bulldogs. Crust gets it in here to Rutz. Rutz pump fakes a 3. Now gets it inside. That's to Kanuga. Kanuga. Couple post moves. Step around. No good. A rebound here by, that is Goddard. Goddard, baseball pass all the way up to Koberstein. Koberstein's fouled. And that's by Kryball. The shot, I believe, was good. It is. So that should be, I believe, Max Kryball's got 5. So Max will leave the game here with 7 points. With 4 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the 4th period. 54-34. Koberstein puts in the and 1. Makes it 55 now. Koberstein with his first points of the matchup. He's got 3. High post action here from Dayspring. That's Gilmore. Kicks out to Crust. Crust deep 2. That's up and good. So Owen Crust going to try to make up for Kryball's, I guess him being gone. Kryball, a main part of this offense here. Whether it's just handling the ball or scoring. Larson, top of the perimeter. Guarded by Rutz and man-to-man defense. Over to Schramm. Schramm inside to Goddard. Goddard gets this one tipped away, but Goddard gets it back somehow. Puts up a shot. They're going to call a charge. My goodness. That gives Goddard 4. If you're watching on YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. (55-36) here with 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the 4th. Dayspring got it at the free throw line. That is number 12, Heenan. He puts it up and in. So a couple really good possessions from Dayspring in the last couple. As Cohn's got it, gets his ball tipped away by Gilmore. Gilmore up to Rutz. Rutz, an open lane. Got some pressure from Larson, puts it up and in. So now it's just a 15-point game. Koberstein, his pass. This one gets tipped away. Jake Kanuga. Now he goes to the rim. He's going to put it up and in. Bulldogs need a timeout here quick. This full court pressure is messing with the Bulldogs here. Bulldogs all the way up to Schramm. This one stolen away here at the low block. That's by Jake Kanuga. Lob pass all the way up to Gilmore. Gilmore gives it up. That's the Crush. Crush puts it up. That one off target. Rebound here is by Goddard. Goddard pushes it up here to Koberstein. Well, they'll slow down. Timeout, Coach Steve. And my goodness, we just saw a huge transition. 3 in a row possessions for the Bulldogs where they turned the ball over near midcourt against this full court press from Dayspring. And what that did is each shot was up. There was no offensive rebound because there wasn't one needed. They made the first initial shot. And Owen Crust on that last one, my goodness. That was Micah Rutz. I do not know how he made that shot. It was phenomenal. Put it up and was guarded tightly by Cohn or Larson. And, this one kind of coming down to the wire a little bit. They've got it here within 13 now. It was a lot more, folks. Near that 20 number. So we'll see if Dayspring can keep that kind of momentum up going into it. Like to thank our family sponsors here on Highway 6 Sports. That's Rich and Dina Girk, David and Elisha Schramm, Joe and Michelle Bivens, John and Cindy Chapdelaine, Austin and Valerie Wilson, Jess and Kevin Beck, Pastor Tim and Alyssa Hahn, Brian and Sammy Starkeybaum, Kathy and Curly Starkeybaum, Kelly and Sarah Michael, Sean and Christy Philp, Todd and Becky Workman, Cole and Candy Fix, and Brian and Michelle Locke. Thank you to all our family sponsors here on Highway 6 Sports. Bulldogs have it at the 28-foot line. Colin Cohn gets it in here to Larson. Larson drives in, dump down pass to Anderson. Anderson puts it up. He missed it. Rebound here. That is by number 4, Jake Kanuga. Micah Rutz drives here all the way into the paint, throws it away, but tipped out of bounds by the Bulldogs. We'll get a retry here. Gilmore gets it into Rutz. Micah Rutz, lob pass to Kanuga. Kanuga inside to Gilmore, pump fake, Schramm jumps and puts it up. This one off the back iron, rattles around and finally goes in after 2 seconds of deciding. Gilmore's got 11. Lob pass here into Anderson. Anderson down low puts one in response. 57 now to 44. Dayspring, Rutz, a little bit more urgency from Dayspring now. And it's working in their favor. Shot here from number 12 rolls in and out. That was from Heenan. No good. And a rebound was by Schramm. And Schramm comes down with it. And then a jump ball called after Jake Kanuga ties it up. That'll be Haxtun basketball. Schramm comes down with his 3rd rebound in that one. Colin Cohn going to inbound it here in the full court. Full court man-to-man press. Larson driving sideline against Rutz. Crossover, drives all the way into the paint, puts it up, but he actually dumped it down to Anderson, but he's fouled before the pass. Here with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left here in the 4th period. Goddard gets it into Koberstein. Koberstein around the perimeter to Cohn. Cohn now drives into the free throw line. Kick out to Goddard. Goddard at the 3-point line. That's far corner. Drives in. Baseline. Puts it up and in. No backboard needed. Nothing but net there from Goddard. And Goddard's got 25 in this one. Pass all the way up to Gilmore. Gilmore pushes up fast. Now gives it over here. That is to Rutz. Rutz gets this one tipped away by Larson, but Larson can't come up with it. Dayspring grabs it. Gilmore, top of the key against Cohn. Kick out. That's number 12. Heenan for 3. It's in. Heenan with his first 3-pointer of this contest. 59 to 47. That's Goddard. Back to Larson, top of the key. 1.5 minutes left here in this one. 12-point lead. Anderson. It's it to Larson. Pump fakes the 3, and Micah Rutz now trying to get this ball defensively. Anderson guarded tightly. About throws it away. Now gets it back to Larson, top of the key. A minute and 15 seconds, and he's fouled. So they're going to foul Larson here. That is number 12, Heenan. His second. Coach Steve going to throw in his JV players. First shot by Larson, up and in. So he's made 6 in a row. Timeout here from Dayspring. They're going to talk this one over. A 13-point game here with a minute and a half left. Bulldogs put in their JV, and Larson will have the free throw shot. I'd like to thank all our business sponsors here. Canode Realty and Auction, Haxtun Building Center, Kurtzers, Colt by IWS, Hoffmeister Insurance, Points West Bank of Haxtun, Main Street Graphics, Coberstein Farms, Angus LLC, Haxtun Communications, Red J Welding, 5-Star Rental, Wilson's Repair, Speltz Roofing, Haxtun Credit Union, Bivens Lawns LLC. Silver sponsor, First National Bank of Fleming, and bronze, HBF Feedlot, Haxtun Locker Plant, Wyatt Sprinklers, Goddard Farms, and Nico Kalon. And with this JV crew in, with only a 13-point lead, you got to take care of the basketball. Can't let a couple right away get stolen and backed in for layups. Second free throw shot from Larson on its way. And in. So 61-47. Larson comes out. Haxton's starting JV is in. Rutz got it. Top of the key. Minute and 8 seconds left here in the game. Dribble handoff. That's to Heenan. Heenan travels. And that's not how, if you're trying to come back here against this JV crew, that's not how you start. So Horton gets it into Starkey Bomb. That's Aspen Starkey Bomb. Starkey Bomb over to Horton. Horton over to Max Grauberger. Grauberger guarded tightly by Gilmore. Far side corner. Takes a dribble. Gets it inside to Aspen. Starkey Bomb. Layup up and in. Great action from the Bulldogs. Aspen Starkey Bomb, his first points of the game. 45 seconds left. 63-47. Bulldogs lead. Jake Kanuga puts up a shot all the way to the rim. No good. And they're gonna call goaltending again. So Bulldogs got some goaltending issue. That's 2 goaltends in this game. I don't know if they're going to give the points to Jake there or not. I'm not sure. I believe they will. Horton gives it to Biesmeyer. Biesmeyer is still in the backcourt to Starkey Bomb. Now gets past Starkey Bomb over to Barron. Starkey Bomb near side corner. 23 seconds left. Barron going to step out of bounds here. He was double teamed and not really a favorable situation for him. 63-49 is the current score. 21 seconds here left in this one. Micah Rutt will bring it up here for Dayspring. Drives all the way to the block. Gets this one tipped away by Max Grauberger. Biesmeyer comes up with the steal. Grauberger all the way to the rim. Double team. Gilmore tips it away. Rebound Horton. Horton gets blocked. And man, Dayspring comes up with it. Micah Rutt's now here. That's going to be against Heenan. Heenan dribbles it off his foot. 1 second left. Grauberger has it. Grauberger is going to hold on to it, and that's the end of it. So it ends at 63-49. And we'll be back here, folks. Haxtun moves on to the second round of the winner's bracket in this NJC Holiday Tournament for the second year in a row. We will send it to our sponsors. We will be right back here with the Wilson's Repair post-game show.
Market declines, inflation, political turmoil. Today's headlines can be scary. Hi, I'm Mackenzie Bivens, Edward Jones Associate Financial Advisor, and Charlene Rumenschneider Financial Advisor. We'll work with you to help you understand the impact of short-term events and how to prepare for the long term. We provide the tools for a reasoned, disciplined approach to investing. Don't let the headlines derail your long-term financial plan. Call us today at 308-345-6730 to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey folks, this is Deanna with Haxtun Communications, your hometown phone and internet provider. Depending upon your location, we have fiber, DSL, and wireless internet for the rural areas. We service Haxtun, Fleming, Crook, and their surrounding areas. New customers and returning customers, mention you heard this ad and get up to 50% off your first year's internet service with us. Terms do apply, so call now, 970-774-7611 today. Go Bulldogs!
Looking for top quality meat and personalized service? Come to the Haxtun Locker Plant in Haxtun, Colorado. We've been your go-to for custom processing of beef and pork from local ranchers. From farm to table, we ensure every cut meets your exact needs. Plus, explore our wide range of retail meats and specialty products perfect for any meal. Call the Haxtun Locker Plant at 970-774-6544 today. Haxtun Locker Plant. Quality you can trust. Service you'll love.
Welcome back here into NJC. We got the Wilson's Repair post-game show. I'm Bryce Bivens as the Haxtun Fighting Bulldogs take down Dayspring Christian Academy Eagles with a score of 63-49. Let's start with some statistics from Dayspring. Gilmore finished the game with 11 points. He had 5 after halftime with 3 rebounds. Kreibel finished the game with 5 points, no points after halftime, and 3 total rebounds. Now here's the big story. Jake Kanuga. He had 3 points going into half, then comes out. We mentioned he had a huge third quarter, and then at the beginning of the fourth quarter also had a big one as well. 15 total points in this one with 3 rebounds. Owen Crust had 6 points with 2 rebounds. Micah Rutz with 2 points and a rebound in there. Heenan, 7 points. I believe he had 2 in the second half. Calvin Kanuga, he had 3 points, and that was a 3-pointer in the first half. Now we look over here at the Bulldogs, where Madden Larson had 13 points and 4 rebounds. Colin Cohn with 9 points and 3 rebounds. Kanan Koberstein with 3 points and a rebound. Jackson Schramm had 3 rebounds. Aspen Starkeybaum with 2 points. Carter Luck had a rebound in there. Corbin Anderson with 8 points and 7 rebounds. And then, folks, your Colt by IWS player of the game, that's Chase Goddard. Heck of a game down low. And some of those post moves that he was doing, I don't know even, I can't even tell you how he got around his defender. They were so impressive. But 25 points tonight and 9 total rebounds for number 10 for the Haxtun Fighting Bulldogs. That's Chase Goddard. So again, folks, thank you for tuning in to today's action. I'm Bryce Bivens as we will be back for the girls matchup against Wiggins. That's at 4 p.m. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be live on Podbean, Highway6sports.com, and YouTube at Highway 6 Sports. We'll see you next time.